Well, hello, beautiful beings. Hello, beautiful beings. So I felt like it was time. It's been a while to show you. I have been very busy. I've been traveling all over the world, all over the country, not the world, all over the country. And I just wanted to share with you a couple things. When you travel, you have to set yourself up for success. So here are my things that I always make sure. If I don't have my neck nest with me, you can always use a pillow. You always want your flow vibe because you got to move your lymph. And if you have your flow vibe too and you need to do your scar, you have the fifth program. So that's awesome. I always have things when I'm in hotels that generate frequency. So this is one of my necklaces, copper. I have on my shoesy. I have a Weber light watch with me. And then, of course, I have my gemstones. But this is the best frequency generator. Do you know what this is? It's called a speaker. That allows me to get my groove on no matter where I am before I start my day. Because I realized the other day, why do I have us all do this in the morning? You want to know why? Because we have a lot of life to play. I don't know about you, but April and May and now June 11th, astrologically, there's some stuff going on. There's some changes. I know this because I'm an Aquarian. And I broke my elbow the day that Pluto went into Aquarian. And we live in Aquarian. I know. And every cell in my body, every space between the cell, every fabric of fascia, and I know every wave of who I really am fully embodies the fact that we are divine beings having a physical experience. And this is our temple. And it is our instrument that we get to play and sing our song of life. And we need to get that instrument in tune before we play it. You know, my husband, Ian, is a savant in many ways, particularly with music. And my mother was a music major. So I grew up, play this instrument, sing, and I was forced to do it. And I love music. But boy, I didn't like to be structured within my music. My husband never was taught a proper lesson and can literally pick up any instrument, write songs, sing. I mean, he's amazing. And I got to turn this down a little bit more. But I got to tell you, if you want, you got to work. If you want it, you got to work. If you want it, you got to work. But it's not work, it's practice. That's what I want to say. It's practice. Because the first time I ever saw him play piano, it was because he'd been playing guitar, he'd been playing drums. And I was like, oh, let me just get him a little keyboard. He says he wants to learn piano. And literally in a few months, he learned how to play songs from ear. Now my son has just gotten a guitar for his 6th grade graduation. And now he's teaching him how to play guitar. And I'm like, I want to learn how to play guitar. And the first thing you have to do is what? Tune your instrument. Because if you don't tune your instrument, it's not going to sound good. And this was like, thank you for this lesson. If we don't tune this instrument, it won't sound good. And right now, there's so much pressure against each one of us to discern between our heart and our head, discern between whose is this? Is this mine or is this yours? And then to integrate that so that we can move forward in our lives. Yeah, and this is me right now without makeup. I'm a little tired. I was up late. I worked all day. I drove 4 hours. It's like I was out to dinner with my friend. I was at his clinic till, 10:30 at night. And then and when your passion is your purpose, it's so fun. And yet I know I have a big day ahead of me. I get to meet Ian Mitchell and Dr. Dawn Sylvia with Dr. Anil, and we're all going to play at his clinic with this new laser, with the Sound of Soul, and I need to be on my game. Then I get to drive home 4 hours, and I get to be on a hot seat with JJ Virgin herself and get to ask her questions about putting a certification program for practitioners to learn one of my techniques that's going to help drain the lymphatics and is really a pinnacle of what we do at the True Wellness Center. And it's come to my awareness this year that it's really time for this to be launched to the world. And then at the end of tonight, I get to see all of you for Liberate Your Lymph. So that's a day that I've packed in, right? Yet I've created space, I've created buffers. And what I must do throughout the day is when I have all those big life that I'm living today on June 11th of 2025, I've assured myself to create space so I can tune in. And for me, I happen to learn that sound is the most impactful. So that's why we use music. I use music in the morning that gets my body to feel life, because nothing makes me feel life more than one, my son, and two, music. So nature works, birds work. I mean, I have a lot of things that work for me, but the point is that it's my practice to get me into attunement so that no matter how hard I can play this out, I'm always in my heart and always assuring that I'm listening to quality coherence with my nature and my highest self. And we know that that high vibe soul tribe, thank you, Court, for the shirt, comes from the heart. So that's my message today. I love you all. I'm going to do my thing. If you want to join me, watch my other morning routine, because I'm going to get a little crazy here in this hotel room. And I'm not really dressed for y'all to see all that unless you want to watch my boobs do that. So go have fun. I love you all.